Mike Ingram. He joins us right now on the phone line to talk about this. Mike, good having you. Thanks for taking the time out and speaking to us at BloombergQuint. There were two uncertainties, the trade war, which remains one, the Brexit deal, which is the other one. This seems to have reached some bit of a deal. How positive from an emerging market perspective?
Yes, good afternoon. I think this is actually quite a positive impact. It does play to the more general theme of a slight improvement in geopolitical tensions. Of course, within the last week, we seem to have had, at least some progress in Sino-US trade relations. And of course, Brexit has been another element in geopolitics, which has certainly, been a detractor from risk assets. And certainly in terms of the UK, you can see a fairly immediate market reaction. There's a very vicious short squeeze going on sterling right now. And, bearing in mind that UK equities have been a key underweight among global portfolios for a considerable length of time now, I dare say if that positive momentum continues in terms of UK-EU politics, we're going to see portfolio flows into the equity market as well. So yes, overall, I think this is quite positive for emerging markets.
Just want your sense as to whether or not this is it a bit too soon to rejoice? Because, they do need parliamentary backing, and the DUP has said that they've not changed their position. So do you feel that, this deal could get a little bit of a pushback from the Democratic Unionist Party?
Well, my understanding, and obviously the situation is extremely fluid, is that the DUP has lent their support to this deal. There clearly have been some tweaks right until the last minute, because the DUP's official stance until, I think, just over an hour ago, that there was still, problematic issues associated with this deal. Let's see what the deal is. If we can get over that hurdle, actually the next thing to negotiate, as I think you've alluded, is getting this deal through Parliament. And in that respect, my understanding is the main opposition Labour Party, and bear in mind now that we're talking about a minority government. It hasn't really succeeded in passing any laws since Boris Johnson's tenure as Prime Minister. The Labour Party is insisting that their Labour MPs essentially be instructed, or in our terminology, whipped into a vote on a second referendum on Saturday. So, whatever the shape this deal actually is, there's a strong possibility that it will never be implemented. And of course, if we end up in a second referendum, it crucially depends on what question is going to be on that ballot paper, or questions are going to be on that ballot paper. If the only two options, for instance, are this deal or to remain within the EU, then it's quite possible that no Brexit occurs at all. And whilst that might be actually optimal in terms of capital markets, both for the UK and perhaps globally, I do fear that it will create an incredible amount of social tension in the UK for years to come. And ultimately, this may come to bite us.